I had wonderful parents, and we didn't have much in the material sense, but the one thing that I, always remembered was how much they emphasized the importance of education. My mother, from grade 4, every night I would have to sit down and she would go through and ask me questions on what I learned at school and do the homework. And then when I got to grade 6 or 7, it was time to do that for my sister, first one, and then later our younger sister Kathy came along in 1950. But so it was her turn, but then I would have to do it on my own. So they were absolutely, they absolutely drilled home the importance of getting a good education, and that opened up the opportunities. And of course, I've never forgotten that. My father, first of all, believed very much in education, because being one of 12 children growing up through Depression, they actually had to pick just one of the children to go on past grade 10. And my father, even though he was runner-up for the gold medal, he had to leave school at grade 10 because he needed to make money for the family. So he always had that idea that there's so much more opportunity created if you could go farther. So his children were going to get full education, and so a lot of his savings, everything was oriented that way. But my mother was just adamant on it, and she had a tough life. She was born as an illegitimate child in England and came across in the war, didn't know who her mother was for many years, ended up in an orphanage and until she was 15 or 16, and then she got taken out of her house as a companion by who I thought was my grandparents, and because she never let on. We only learned about her life as she got older, but she always wanted. I think with her, it was because she never had it, and so she was just adamant that her kids were going to become, very well educated, and she was stalwart of the family because she never had a family either, and so yeah, often it goes the other way when people have had a poor childhood or haven't had the sort of the loving family around them. They don't know how to live that way, and their family suffers too. But I can assure you, the three of us in our family, it was totally the other way around. In '95, she made my mother actually type out her life, because she would never tell us. We just sort of pieced it together, and all the things that happened to her over her time, and so that's how we were able to weave it. So I had to think, well, what's the theme to this person's life? And that was the two. It was this. She was just the driving force on the family, and it was because she never had it, and similarly the education that she just drilled it into us.